Hey y'all, let me tell you how slick the enemy is, especially when you have a vulnerable moment in your life. I know that this video is coming out of nowhere, but God put it on my spirit to be able to release this word to his people because, yeah, there's a lot of snakes out here that the enemy is using to be able to catch you in your most vulnerable moment in your life when you're having that type of day. So, for the last 2 days, I have been in a place of emotions that have been all over the place. I've cried a lot, prayed a lot, worshiped a lot. I've been doing a lot of reading. And I also have my moments where I'm frustrated, discouraged, unmotivated. And all I've been wanting to do is just lay in the bed. And I actually did that for this last day and a half. And when I had this moment of whew, just letting my guard down just a little bit and just trying to turn my brain off, but still frustrated at the same time, I get 2 days in a row DMs from two different people. So let me tell you about the first DM. I'm not calling any names. In this first DM, it was a male. Now, one thing about me being a woman of God, a real woman of God, I do not um, engage in any conversation with any man unless unless the Lord leads me to. So I was talking to my husband and I said, "Babe, I got a message from this man." He said it might be spam or something because I always get spam. Promote this on your page, promote this on this page, whatever. So I opened the message because I thought it was maybe somebody who needed prayer or something, or needed some type of, help with a situation or something, because I've gotten inboxes like that as well. So I opened the inbox. Hey, beautiful. Pause. You could stop right there because that's where I draw a line. I don't disrespect myself nor my husband when it comes to any man that calls himself trying to come up against me and say, hey, beautiful, or anything. And I know y'all probably be like, oh, he just called you beautiful. That's no problem. To me, it is a problem. For me, it is a problem. Whatever floats your boat, that's whatever floats your boat. But I'm a different type of woman of God. I don't play them type of games with myself. I don't care if I wasn't married. I don't play those type of games. So anyway, fast forward. Um, Good evening, beautiful. I just wanted to know, is it any way that I can get to know you better? Block. No response. Block. No reaction. Nothing. My first reaction was to block you. So I didn't pay no mind to that. And I was like, okay. All right, Satan, you trying to start, ain't you? Trying to send somebody in when I'm trying to just turn off my brain and just, you know, just try to figure out everything that's taking place in my life right now. So fast forward to today. Excuse my dog in the background, y'all. But fast forward to today. I get another DM tonight. Now, today was just a really, really emotional day for me. It was like through the roof emotional. I get a DM today. Good evening, beloved. This is a woman. And I said, good evening to you as well, beloved. Very casual. And she said, I would not come in your DMs if I was not permitted. I just have to let you know what I sense. So my spirit sensed that something wasn't right with her. So before I even engaged into any further conversation with her, I knew that it was a trick of the enemy, and I knew that he was trying to open some type of portal up in here. So my spirit of discernment hit me like a ton of bricks. So I went to her page. Ding dong. Her page is witchcraft. Nothing of her face is on her page. It's candles. It's the little crystal things that people play with. You know what they do these days. All type of little symbols, all type of crap, little stuff that they did, the little statues that they worship, everything. Yeah, witchcraft. So I said, oh, block. I was like, all right, Satan. All right, God, it's time to me get it's time for me to get back in war mode. Because I see that right now, because I'm at this vulnerable state, the enemy is trying to creep in any way that he can with men. He's trying to creep up any way that he can, coming in disguise like you're a woman of God. First, and you already know, I told y'all in this episode, Snakes in the Grass, that they come in the forms of bro and sis. And that was exactly what she said. Well, how you doing, sis? God bless you, sis. See, y'all have to catch those things like that. You have to be able to catch when the enemy is in the midst, because he will throw God in there and make you think, oh, this a man of God. This a woman of God. They mean me well. Oh, okay. All right, so I can let my guard down. That's what the enemy wants you to do. So I said all of that to say this. Be mindful of the things that you think God is in the midst of. Be mindful of the things that you think that God has some doing in. Because trust me, everything is not from God. Everything is not from God. Some things come from the enemy. And he will shine it up and make it look like everything that you've wanted. And make you think that it was everything that you needed. But it really wasn't. It was everything of the enemy. Everything of the enemy. So you have to always be mindful and use your spirit of discernment. I've spoke this many times. Use your spirit of discernment to understand that a lot of things that take place in your life are not always from God. Don't think that they're blessings from God. The enemy sets up things, sets up these booby traps to trick you, bamboozle you into thinking that it's God. And then you accept it. And then he got you. So once he has you, what do you think happens? Everything that God told you goes in one ear and out the other, because you think that you're hearing from God and you're really not. That's why it's important to stay in the Word of God. That's why it's important to stay in that intimacy with God, so that you can hear him, you can feel him, you can sense him. Since everybody walking around here sensing things, let me tell you what I sense. I sense crap when I smell it. And I know a trick from the enemy when it comes. The enemy only comes to steal, kill, and destroy. We should know that. So when he comes, you have to... When he comes, you have to understand that it's a trick from the enemy. You have to understand when it's the enemy, period. Everything is not from God. The enemy likes to set things up to make us people of God, children of God, think that it's from God. Because it looks like what we prayed for. It feels like what we prayed for. But it's nothing like what we prayed for. It's the enemy trying to derail us from everything that God has called us to be. Everything that God has called us to do. So now we done set ourselves back again. So I came on here with this quick little word just to let you know. Be mindful of people and things that are presented before you. Because it's not always God. The enemy comes in pretty. And then once he has lured you in just the way he needs to, he got you. So I just had to come on here with this quick word and just give this to people as a warning, people of God, because the enemy definitely comes in. And he will definitely destroy everything that God calls you to do. Don't allow him to do it. I didn't allow it to happen to me. Because he came in twice. In 2 days. Less than 48 hours. Yeah. He came in hard. But I rose up above it all. I refuse to be a guinea pig. I refuse to fall to your foolishness. And I pray that this word snaps you back in. get you back in line, back in your right mind, to understand that, wait, this ain't from God. That's not what God told me. Move the way that God tell you to move, and everything will be all right. I just had to give y'all this word. I pray that it blesses you the way that God had brought it down to bless me. I love y'all. God bless.